what I'd like to do is bring forward, in looking at the resolution that the county did on 2017-25, which was to ensure family unity, community security, dignity, and due process for all residents of Marin County. And also to look at Senator Kevin DeLeon's Senate Bill 54, which is the California Values Act. I think our mayor just stated that one of our core values is equity and fairness. And I believe that these are all things that we believe we've done. Our police department is handling all of these things the way that they should, but I think it's time that we formalize it, put it in writing so that everybody knows that we are a city that is inclusive, that we care about all of our residents, and that we need to stand up to make sure that all residents are treated equally and fairly, and make everyone feel as if they're safe and secure and that Novato's a place of welcome. So I'd really like us to, I don't think we need to reinvent the wheel. We may need to tweak the resolution so that it fits our needs, but the county put together an extremely very good resolution. They ended up supporting Kevin DeLeon's Bill 54, and I know our chief of police, I spoke with him, and he seems fine with it, and I'm sure that the staff can bring forward that information if this goes forward.
So I'm going to go to public comment so that we don't talk too much about the item just yet. And the first card that I have is Susan Lauer.
Good evening. I'm actually here representing North Marin Community Services. We just want to support the action and encourage the city to take this, consider the effort as it aligns with our organizational value, one of our organizational values, which is also cultural competence, because we embrace, respect, and include people from diverse populations, and our services are utilized by and accessible and helpful to our entire community. Additionally, our board has also supported this effort in a diversity statement where we also embrace diversity because we believe it fosters empathy, builds trust, and bridges differences, helping us all create a stronger community. And that's it.
Great. Thank you, Susan. Kevin Morrison.
Mr. Mayor, Mayor Pro Tem, council members, thank you very much for considering this. Mayor Pro Tem, thank you for bringing this to the table in the spirit of keeping this under a minute. I'm just going to say, people ask me why this, why now, as we were talking about it this weekend in various groups I talk with and interact with. I work with immigrant justice and multicultural organizations, as well as Not in Our Town, Novato. This particular set of questions is really important to all of them. I hear directly from people who live with a kind of fear that most of us in this room don't have to live with, who they feel unfairly threatened and devalued in the climate that we live in the United States. And that's why we need an affirmative statement about our values, and it's how we'll make a positive impact and give people hope. So I look forward to seeing what comes of this and hearing more from you when there's the proper time. Thank you.
And next is Nancy Weber.
Good evening, thank you. I also support this. Thank you, Mayor Pro Tem, for bringing it. And this definitely speaks to the values that we've talked about in our strategic goals, as Mayor Lucan has mentioned. It's equity and fairness, respect for all, community engagement. And also one of our goals is to promote civic involvement of underrepresented members of the community, to encourage diversity, equity, and inclusion. And thank you, Councilmember Drew, for asking that for clarification about the resolution, and I agree that it should be similar to what the county has passed. And I would love to see Novato added to the cities that support this. Thank you.
Do you have the list?
I would love to see the city of Novato added to the list of cities that support this. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Nancy. I don't have any other cards. We're going to bring this back to council to see if there's a majority that would like to bring this forward.
Councilmember Drew.
Aye.
Councilmember Eklund.
Aye.
Councilmember Friday.
Aye.
Mayor Pro Tem Athas.
Aye.
Mayor Lucan.
Aye. All right. So that one will be coming back to us. Thank you at a future date.